ourselves, right? It's not only about doing dishes, doing the laundry, and taking care of your family, your kids, your in-laws, or your husband. It's not because our life is not only about these activities, right? So if we are grooming our homes, I think we need to groom ourselves also.
Afternoon, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I would say I'm busy as a bee, but I enjoy to be on my toes always. So that's how my day is going on. And how about yours? How's your day going on so far?
Yes, I can resonate like your time schedule with mine because these days I'm also a bit swamped with my personal work because these days I'm spending some quality time with my family. And still, you know very well, practice makes a man perfect. Consistency matters a lot when it comes to learning this language. So, for the
Hmm.
sake of maintaining that consistency, I'm just having this kind of conversation on a regular basis, at least one conversation in one day that is needed. All right. Yeah. So I think like this is the second time we are talking with each other, but still there are so many viewers they are not aware of our interaction. So I want you to please introduce yourself for my viewers first.
Okay. So I am Neha Rana. I am a proud homemaker and an online instructor. I conduct online sessions where I provide some techniques to be comfortable with this language, with English language. Being a Hindi medium student, being a homemaker, I know my struggle, and I know I can resonate with so many people out there who want to learn this language, but somehow they are not able to. So I am always there to help them, and I am an avid enthusiast of this language. That's the reason I'm sitting here, and I relish exploring its intricacies. So that's all about me.
Well, that's really great, and I can understand like being a homemaker, like Hindi medium student, still you are so passionate and determined towards learning this language. That easily reflected in your face. And let me quickly introduce myself as well. Well, my name is Shiv, and I'm from the same place as you belongs to. Like I'm from Uttarakhand, a beautiful state in northern part of India. And by profession, I'm a government employee. As far as my academic qualification concerned, I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. This is my final year. In addition to this, I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers through different online applications as an unofficial English trainer. And I run my own YouTube channel where I upload spoken English content at the same time some one-to-one conversational videos. So that's all from my side.
Wonderful, wonderful to know that. Okay, so what are we going to discuss today? If you have anything in your mind.
Yeah, actually, I've decided to talk about a specific topic which I have been thinking to talk about for a long period of time. So today I thought like you are the best person with whom I can discuss all this stuff because today I'm gonna discuss about how a homemaker can learn this language. I'm gonna say what are the strategies she has to follow on a regular basis so that she could master this language the way she's expecting from her side. As being a homemaker, you better know how difficult for them to find time for practicing this language. And they have so many responsibilities for their homes and in-laws and kids and like their personal life as well. So I just want to know from your side, like being a homemaker, what exactly you have done in your past days when you started learning this language and what exactly you are doing at present to polish it more to master English.
Okay, I would love to answer this question because in this way I can help a few homemakers or women who want to learn this language. So I know being a homemaker, your plate is always full, right? And there are so many responsibilities which we are supposed to fulfill. But yes, what I believe as a woman, we need to spare some time for ourselves, right? It's not only about doing dishes, doing the laundry, and taking care of your family, your kids, your in-laws, or your husband. It's not because our life is not only about these activities, right? So if we are grooming our homes, I think we need to groom ourselves also. Because when your kids are going to grow, of course they are going to look up to you for certain questions. They can expect certain answers from you. So if you don't groom yourself, if you don't polish your skills, or if you don't upskill yourself, how would you be helping them? So this is high time for each and every homemaker. Let's just pull up your socks and get ready to delve into upskilling, or to just polish your communication skills. So yes, as a homemaker, it is very easy. Don't think how can we learn English if we don't step out, if we don't have time to go for any offline or online classes or sessions. So you can start at your home only, right? Because these days we are blessed to have YouTube, Google, and so many other applications where we can polish our communication skills without spending a penny. Okay, so you need to start. See, first, the very first step should be to add vocabulary words. Okay, so there should be a very simple technique. You make strategy, but strategy should be very practical, right? Second thing, you need to have that strong mindset, because it is not going to be a smooth ride. Because first priority is always homemaking. As a homemaker, your first priority is always be homemaking. So by the time it's your smart move. How will you find time to upskill yourself? So try to find English word for each and every object you are dealing with. Let's say you are in the kitchen, right? You are preparing food. So you should know what do we call tawa in English? What do we call karchi, kadahi? So go for these vocabulary words first. Only then we can frame sentences. Without words, we can't frame sentences. We all know a sentence is a group of words that makes a sense, right? So first we need to go for vocabulary. So feed your brain with everyday life vocabulary words. First step should be this one only. And whenever you are cooking, try to explain, try to express yourself in English. Whatever you are doing, okay, right now, I'm sifting or sieving the flour. And then comes pronunciation. We have to work all these factors simultaneously, right? So words, their pronunciation, and how to use those words. So if you want to say मैं आटा छान रही हूँ, I am sieving or sifting the flour, I need to knead the flour, right? I am making the balls. So these are very practical strategies which I applied when I was a beginner, and I still do these kind of activities. So go for these vocabulary words. Then comes our bedroom. So we should know how to, while grooming your bedroom, while cleaning, dusting, we should know all the vocabulary words. So this is the strategy which you can start at your home, in your comfort zone, without without stepping out. Now, next thing, you need to create that environment. So, how to create that environment? See, these days there are so many applications. Right now, see, Shiv, we both are having an interaction. This is how we are creating that environment where we can have uh, that practice session, or we can just impart our knowledge and we can learn so many things from each other, right? So we have found this way. In this way, we have created that environment. Now it's up to you. How would you like to create this environment? You can go for mirror technique, my favorite one. Choose any topic, or if you are doing anything, if you are combing your hair, brushing your hair, or anything, just start explaining that thing to yourself. If you are upset, have a conversation with yourself. Why are you upset today? What happened? Right? So initially, you are going to frame broken sentences. Don't get into grammatical concepts. don't bother much about these things, right? Just try to be familiar with the words and try to be friendly with the sentence structure. Gradually you will be able to understand grammatical concepts also. And then comes shadowing technique. If you like someone, if you follow someone, watch that person's videos and try to imitate that person, the way he or she is speaking. Try to imitate that. So, all these techniques are not only for homemakers. Everyone can try these, right? So, these should be the very basic steps. First, we need to feed our brain with vocabulary words, working and practical words. Don't go for idioms phrases initially. Don't go for difficult or advanced words which we don't use in our daily life. Because I know at my place no one speaks English, right? So if I am learning initially as a beginner, if I am learning so many difficult words, I won't be able to use those words. But yes, if I am learning very basic vocabulary, पर्दे हटा दो, पर्दे लगा दो, टेबल सेट कर दो, अपना अपना बिस्तर बना दो, right? These are the things which we discuss with each other, right? And if you have kids, you are blessed because you have partner to speak with. So start having conversation with your children. In this way you are feeding your kids brain with this language, and you will get a partner to speak with. So as a homemaker chef, this would be my strategy. And actually this was my strategy as a beginner, and still I do these kind of things. I try to explain each and everything which I do on my daily basis. If somehow I get stuck, I go to Google or I go to YouTube to get some vocabulary, to find some vocabulary. So as a beginner, I started with basic one, then I switched to some advanced vocabulary. Now I am working on my phrasal words. So this is how we can start technically. That's it.
Wow, that's really amazing and incredible. The way you have shared it seems to be like that you are already aware of this topic. Like she was about to talk about this topic, and you are like coming with full preparation. Everything, whatever you have covered, that is in a chronological manner. Everything is pre-organized and systematic, and yeah, I can resonate because the way you have explained, you are not giving any bookish knowledge that you have read somewhere and then you are coming to me and then you are speaking. No, it's not like that. Being a homemaker, whatever you have suffered, and after the
Yes.
suffering, whatever step you have taken in order to overcome with those obstructions, you have shared all these things, and that all these techniques are practical. Like
Yes.
everything is pragmatic and intellectual. Like the person who will watch this video can easily resonate that yes, she is saying true. Yeah, thank you for giving your insight. And let me just, although you have covered all the points, but let me just add some 2 or 3 points from my side. Well,
Mhm.
as you already said that being a homemaker, it's literally arduous to find time for practice this language. But again, I feel if you are a homemaker, first just make up your mind. Your
Yes.
vision should be clear. Just make up your mind that anyhow, at any cost, I have to learn. The moment you will get this kind of craziness, madness, that yes, I have to learn this language anyhow, by hook, by crook, then only you can go further, right? Now, second thing, I would say, as you said, like try to accumulate vocabs as much as possible. Because in our native language, we know what to speak. But why we stuck or why we fumble? Because we don't know the exact English word for that particular Hindi or things, or you can say the particular action that we want to speak, but we don't know the word we can call it in English. So vocabulary
Hmm.
is must too. And I have watched one video. There I have watched some like clips. I don't know, like have you heard about it or not? But yes, that clip is all about labeling. Like you have to just label all the items in your home in your initial stage. Like
Yes.
these
Yes.
techniques are only for beginner. like for mirchi, like
Hmm.
chili, like for salt, like salt,
Right,
so
right.
every single thing, like they can just
Hmm.
label, they can make just small stickers, write it down the English name of that particular thing, and just label it. Once you will learn it, then after you can remove, that's up to you. But for a beginner, they can just label every single thing. Now what will happen whenever they would
Hmm.
do any work, so the thing, like they will just take from that, they can see the name. Okay, fine, this is chili, this is salt, right? This is garlic powder. So in this way, they can just remember the things quickly. Now, talking about third thing, I would say time management is very important. We have 24 hours, okay? Everyone has 24 hours.
Right.
Nothing, no one has more than 24. There are some people who are succeeding in their life. At the same time, there are some people, they are failure in their life. Now, what is the difference between the people who got success in their life and those who got failure in their life? Nothing but just the way they have utilized that 24 hours. So I would say, I think you better know there are four modules in English: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. LRWS, right? I would suggest to Omeka, try to divide your leisure time for these four modules. Okay, if you wake up early in the morning at 6 a.m., I would say wake up 1 hour before, like 5 a.m. And in that particular hour, you can go for only listening. Just listen some devotional English podcast, something psychological podcast, motivational podcast, right? Why I'm saying devotional? So that in that way they can get some positive aura, positive vibes in the morning. At the same time, they are learning something and they are going to develop their listening skills. Right now, uh, at night, I would suggest them to go for reading because there is no noise. Everyone is just sleeping. They can just open the book and they can start reading. But one thing, when they are reading, the reading should be a very active reading. Means they have to keep the pencil in their hand, and if they find any new word, just underline and make notes of it. Whatever they find, something new that they can incorporate that particular stuff in their spoken English, underline and just jot it down somewhere. Right now, in the
Hmm.
evening time, they can go for writing. I'm not saying write 10 and 20 pages. That's not possible for a homemaker. I can understand. But I think I would say no matter how busy they are, but they can find at least 10 minutes. And it will take hardly
Hmm.
10 minutes to write a single page. Whatever comes in their mind, okay, whatever they have listened in the morning, they can write that particular stuff, or whatever they have done, they can write that thing. All right. And in daytime, they can go for speaking. For example, they can talk to their friends or they can use any application like that. So they can go for speaking. This is what I'm talking about time management. They have to divide their time for these four modules. So here I'm
Yes,
done
yes.
with my points.
Right, I'm on board with whatever you said. Yes, some certain points I would like to add. See, it is going to be an onerous task because learning a language is a lifelong process. We all know that. It's a cliche statement if I repeat this. But the thing is, while there would be times when you would be feeling like giving up. But we need to keep one thing in our mind, that Rome wasn't built in a day, right? We need to stick to our commitment. So practice consistency, and we do not have to procrastinate. That's what I just yesterday discussed this topic, how to get rid of procrastination, because it is very easy to come with excuses, right? Being a homemaker, I am always loaded with excuses. I can tell people, no, I have to cook food for my family, I have to do laundry, I have to do dishes. How can I get, or how can I spare time for my practice or my classes? But if I am passionate, if I want to do something with that passion, I think I can find a way for that. So we need to figure out the solution. If we, because problems will be there, you cannot get everything in that, ready to have that platter, right? So there will be problems in your way of learning this language. You need to be strong headed first of all, and then don't give up. If sometimes you feel like giving up, just take a break. because homemaking is already kind of tedious task. I would like to tell you, sometimes we get frustrated, no, by doing that thing, those things in that monotonous way. So yes, things are going to be troublesome, but it's your creativity, how you make these tedious things a vibrant kind of journey, how to shift this boring way of learning to a very innovative way. So I always try to be in that process of energetic, or I try to be in full of beans. Right now I'm sitting here, I know my guests are waiting for for me, but I know first I have to complete my session here, right? So I this is how, without being panic, you need to tackle so many situations in your life. So I know my priorities, and I know how passionate I am about this language, so that's how I figure out my problems. I always try to find a way, and that's it. You need to be pig headed, and when play a deaf ear to your problems. So that's it. And I think these tips are not only for homemakers, but for all those people who want to go for this language, who want to polish their communication skills. As a beginner, you need to be very basic, and you need to keep your chin up all the time. So that's all. But I want to now summarize whatever we said here. Just be consistent with your practice, be patient, believe in yourself. That's what I always say. You need to believe in yourself, right? And you have to follow a positive lifestyle. So if you are a night owl, you need to be an early riser, right? Because we all know early bird catches the worms. So that's what I believe. And that's it. That's all about from my side. Now you can just sum up our conversation.
Yeah, I'll say only two lines, nothing else. English is just a language, it's not a rocket science. Being a non-native speaker of English from India, having zero knowledge of grammar, studied in a Hindi medium school in a village of like Uttarakhand, when I can speak in English, all right, you guys can speak far better
Yes.
than me. All you need to understand the value of dedication, determination, enthusiasm, avoiding procrastination. And if you are going to follow these rules in a systematic manner on a regular basis, I can tell you there's no such power in this whole world who is going to stop you to become the best version of yourself and to master this language at ease. So that's all from my side.
Well said. Well said. So it was very nice and intriguing session with you, Shiv. And I hope to see you again very soon. That's what I can say.
Sure.
And now,
Yeah.
enjoy your day. Have fun and take care. And bye bye.